Why did more people trust Morristown-Hamlin Healthcare System last year? Maybe it's our compassionate, highly skilled ER with round-the-clock emergency surgical services, the area's only cath lab for heart attack patients, our comprehensive regional cancer center with personalized treatment plans, the only local hospital delivering our next generation of babies, and all part of the region's top-performing healthcare network. Morristown-Hamlin Healthcare System, a member of Covenant Health.
All right, thank you guys once again for joining us on same time 24 hours later. Alan Morgan has some news for us.
Well, again, thank you all for being here. And tomorrow I just want to announce we've got a 10 o'clock meeting with our coaches, a 12:15 meeting with our players, and a fundraising meeting in this room at 1 o'clock. I hope you'll come back. But we got Jim Deaton back here, and he said that since it's fundraising and money, that they already had another commitment tomorrow, and they couldn't be back, which is what I thought. But we're excited about this day. We're excited about yesterday. Yesterday was Ken Sparks' day, and I hope we honored him in a way that he was most deserving. Ken was the 17th football coach at Carson-Newman, and obviously his record is exemplary. But I am so excited today to get to introduce to you the 18th head football coach at Carson-Newman University, Coach Mike Turner. Coach Turner, come on up here. As I told this group yesterday, and as I've shared with our coaches and as I've shared with our athletes, there were three things that we basically were looking for in a coach. One, a gentleman with high character, and a gentleman that was Christ-like. And when they turned us down, I've got two more lines to follow. No, seriously, that is the first thing we look for. The second thing we look for is a football coach that was a great leader of young men, who would set high expectations, who too would continue the legacy that other coaches that have preceded him have left at Carson-Newman. And we expect great character out of these young men. We expect them to do well in the classroom. And thirdly, I told you that we were looking for a great football coach. And I don't think that anybody can question Mike Turner is all three of those. So, was it an easy decision? As I told you, it was easy for me because my prayer was, God, I want you to put whoever your next man is to lead this football program in front of me and make sure I have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, and that I will follow your will. I'm truly convinced that it's God's will for this time at Carson-Newman that our 18th head football coach is Coach Mike Turner, and I'm excited to introduce him to you today. Let's give Mike another round of applause.
Wow. All right. I am excited. I am humbled. I'm honored. But I am oh so enthusiastic about this opportunity. I think one of the verses I try to read every day, if not every day, is Micah 6:8, because it's simple for a football coach. And this is Jesus speaking. He has told you, men, what is good and what the Lord requires of you, only to act justly, to love faithfulness, and to walk humbly with your God. Now, that ought to be simple enough for even me to follow. And hopefully and prayerfully, I will try to do that. This program will never change in many ways. It'll always be a Christ-driven program. It'll always be a program that works to glorify God in all that it does. And it'll always be a program that every day, every coach is going to work hard to be a positive influence on the young men that we deal with. That part will never change. That's a legacy that Coach Ken Sparks has left us, and that's a legacy we'll continue to live by while we're here right now. It is an opportunity. It reminds me of the old saying, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And here it is. You know, there was a time where I thought, you know, maybe it's time to retire, take care of Miss Izzy, my granddaughter. But every day in this building and on this campus, I would remind young people that never wake up one day and utter the worst words a man could ever say, and that's, I wished I had. So I thank the Lord for this opportunity. I thank Alan Morgan and Dr. O'Brien for trusting me to carry on a tradition that is awesome. It's unbelievable what's happened in this program in the last few years. I've been very fortunate to be around some legends that have coached and played at Carson-Newman University. Had an opportunity to play for Coach Dow Shealy. Well, that's enough right there. What he has done for football, what he has done for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, what he's done for the coaching profession is awesome. I got to be around Coach Ron Case that ended up being a head coach here at Carson-Newman. And Coach Case was a guy that recruited many, many, many of the players that when we came here in 1980 to start with Coach Sparks that were here on campus. And then to be around Coach Sparks for 33 years. I've coached with him for 33 years and played 2 years here. I was a junior college transfer. So I have been blessed many times over. You look at the name on that stadium out there, Coach Harmon. When I was a player here at Carson-Newman, one of my best friends was his son, Ralph. And his mom used to feed us in the summer to get us by because we didn't have a cafeteria plan then. It was every man for himself, and thank goodness she took care of us. I talked to our players about, you know, knowing it's time to roll up our sleeves and go to work. That's go to work in the classroom. That's go to work on this campus. That's go to work in study hall. Let's go to work in the weight room and see what can happen. I also talked to them about 3 things. And part of this came from Lou Holtz. And Coach Redding reminded me of that this morning. You know, number one, I'm committed to excellence. It takes just a little bit more to go from good to great. So we talked to our players, if it just takes a little bit more, then roll up your sleeves and let's go to work. Second thing, I told our players they could trust me. I'm going to do the best I can to do exactly what I say. So I got to be careful, Mike Turner, what you say. But I'm going to do the best I can to do what I say we're going to do. So committed to excellence, players can trust you. And I told our players that, hey, that goes both ways. As a coach, I've got to be able to trust them that they're going to do and put in the effort it takes for us to be successful here. And the third thing I told them, I cared about each one of them in this room. Regardless. It doesn't matter where they are on the depth chart. It doesn't matter where they are, offense, defense, or kicking. And told them that I loved them, and I loved them for what it cost them to be a football player at Carson-Newman. The effort, the time, it can be daunting sometimes what they have to do to be a part of this football team. But they're here, and they're a part of it. And we want to make it better for them, make it better for people on campus that they're here and is a part of it. So that's our challenge as a head coach, and that's our challenge as a coaching staff, and that's our challenge as a team. But I'm ready to make it happen.